this is Yasmin from the Freedom Geek, and today I am here with May. So now she's here to talk about her journey as a virtual assistant, and she's also here to talk about her struggles, her experience, and everything that you need to know about virtual assistants. So, May, please, to start off, could you tell us about you and what you do?
Hi, everyone. Good evening as well. My name is May. I'm from Cebu City. I'm a mother of two kids and happily married since 2017. I graduated with an associate degree in information technology way back 2011 and was fortunate enough to be part immediately to one of the major BPO companies here in Cebu, which is Convergys. And it was really a great opportunity for me to be part of this company because they have helped me improve my communication skills as well as my confidence in connecting with people.
So, working as a virtual assistant, what's your role in your client's business? And if you could also please tell us a little bit more about what your client's business is.
My client's business is a property investing business, and my role as a virtual assistant is more on the back office. I'm their system administrator or system virtual assistant. I am solely responsible with the flow of data that we have in the system. So that would include the security or privacy of the details that we get from our clients, as well as to keep track of the updates, the tasks, or appointments. In fact, we have introduced to them, along with my other VAs in the business, this system or software that would help us automate their business.
Wow! Could you tell us a little bit more about that system that you implemented in their business?
Yes, we've actually introduced to them Zendesk, which I believe is one of the common CRMs right now for small businesses, even with big businesses. It greatly helped us to expedite or systemize the transactions or processes with their business as we are getting lots of properties for this business on a daily basis, and it will allow me as well as their system administrator to organize all the information that we have in the system, may it be the property details, even the emails, because I also help them with managing their emails.
Wow, that's so cool. So, having that impact with Simon and Christy, your client's business, that's a really big deal to be able to give that much value to an entrepreneur. But can you talk about your experience with them? Can you talk about how the onboarding process was and how did you end up being able to, suggest such kind of system and really help them transform their business?
With the first question with regards to my clients, it was very fortunate for me to be part of their business with my awesome bosses, Simon, Christy, and we actually have a new one, which is Isabel in Auxilium Property Management, because no matter how busy they are with their day to day work, they always touch base with us as their virtual assistants to see how we are doing. And they would even help us to self learn. They will allow us to like train, to upskill, and all else that would help us contribute more to their business. With the second question, though, us, the team, the virtual assistant team, actually had experiences before as well using the Zendesk software. And it is more on what we've been using in those previous businesses or companies that we've been to.
So you mentioned that you were working at a BPO industry before. Are you still working in the BPO industry? Are you working part-time with your clients or are you working full-time with them?
Currently, I am working part time with them and I'm no longer affiliated with any BPO industries.
So, what made you switch into being a virtual assistant from being in a BPO industry?
Well, way back 2017, it was because I got pregnant. No, 2018 to be exact. I got pregnant and I had to focus first with the studies of my firstborn and my pregnancy as well. But it was actually the pandemic that I had full interest to work as a virtual assistant because my husband lost his job, and I feel like I also am responsible to help financially since I do have the technical tools that I could use. I took responsibility of looking for a job and was lucky to be part of Auxilium Property Management during those trying times.
How is it like working at a BPO industry versus now that you're working as a virtual assistant?
For me, with my experience, there was really a total difference because working in the BPO industry, you have a huge time to be trained before you get deployed to operations or to do the job that you are really applying for. While with the virtual assistants, you should be armed with skills and capabilities or like excel in that specific job that you're applying for because you are there to contribute to their business and not just some clients may be training you but there really is limited time only because they need you for their business.
So, if you were to choose which job you enjoy the most, which one would it be?
I would choose the virtual assistants because I will be able to have more time with my family, especially with my kids' welfare. All have my time to work for them, and I don't follow a schedule, and I don't have travel time to waste, especially with the traffic.
I agree with the traffic because right now I am a working student. So, aside from working as a virtual assistant, doing these interviews, and also because I handle all the calls with the Freedom Geek, I can also study. So, my schedule is mostly study in the morning and then work at night. But then, aside from that, I still get to sleep early and then I still get to wake up early in the morning as well. I really love the virtual assistant job, so I can definitely relate to that. And of course, there's no traffic. But then, May, it sounds like everything has been smooth flowing with your job as a virtual assistant now. But I do want to know, were there any challenges that you experienced in the beginning? And if there were any challenges, how did you overcome them?
Yes, definitely. Prior to working with Auxilium Property
Mm.
Management, I have really this like, eagerness to work already, especially I have kids. It was very hard to get a virtual assistant role if you don't have an experience as a virtual assistant. As for me, it's hard because I can't work as a call center representative at home because my kids are very noisy. I would need a job that would be like non-voice or admin job. So I've been applying for admin jobs for months and especially during the pandemic. But it was really during the pandemic that I got hired. So I would say it was also a blessing for me to be hired to Simon, Christy, and Isabel's company. I mean business.
How did you find the Freedom Geek online? And what was that experience like?
Yeah, so Freedom Geek is one of those company that I applied for in the website onlinejobs.ph. I believe I do have the capabilities that you were looking for that time with a job listing because I learned while looking for a job, I tried to attend trainings or webinars on how I could be hired as a virtual assistant. I found out that you should be applying for a job that you love or you would be greatly interested to it.
How did you find that process? Because we know that you have to go through a series of tests before you get into an initial interview. How did you find that process?
Initially it was I feel hesitant or I'm not sure if I will get the job because in the BPO industry with my experience you get hired during the day that you applied for them, so it's like a 1 day process. But when I applied for Freedom Geek, it's like you get a yay for this interview and then you will be waiting for the next interview which will be scheduled on another week. So it's gonna be an excitement at the same time a fear that you might after all those interviews you might not get hired.
We're really happy that you were able to find Simon and Christy as your clients. I also want to know, like, from you, what is the most rewarding thing about working with your clients right now?
I would say the most rewarding part of having them as my client is that they don't just deal with you professionally, but they also get in touch with you in a personal way. So they don't just treat you as their virtual assistants, but as well as like a friend.
Do you see yourself working long term as a virtual assistant because of the experience that you are sharing with me right now?
Probably a lifetime, Yasmin. Yes, I would really want to work long term as a virtual assistant and hopefully with Simon and Christy.
Do you have any advice or anything that you'd like to share with anyone who, for that matter, who wants to look for an online job?
Yes, this is actually an advice I had as well for myself before, and I would want to share it as well to other moms out there who are aspiring to become a virtual assistant as well. First one is to really know what you are an expert at, not just apply for a job that just because it's earning more, but
Mhm.
because you love that and you are an expert at it. Second would be to never stop learning. Despite having that skill you have right now, keep learning, because with that, that would be a great contribution to the business of your client. And third would be to never give up, because that's what I did before.
Thank you so much, May. Before I end this interview, do you have any other experiences that you'd like to share with us? Anything that you want to say to people who would be watching this interview?
Just be patient. Your time will come. You will really get that client that will root for you. And thank you, Freedom Geek, for getting these clients that I have right now. They are really awesome. And I'm really blessed to be part of their business.
Well, thank you so much, May. I really appreciate for you to be here and really share all your experiences as a virtual assistant. I can definitely relate to the things that you have said. And
Mm.
again, thank you. And we're really glad that you're here today.
Yes, me too. It's nice to see you, Yasmin.